rocking the morning hair. So pillar one is spirit, taking care of your spirit, and I'm going to refer back to that quote I gave yesterday, but really today because I'm filming all of these at once. From Marion G. Romney. It says, once again, you can't give if there's nothing there. And he says, quote, support and understanding cannot come from the emotionally starved. Teaching cannot come from the unlearned. And most important of all, spiritual guidance cannot come from the spiritually weak. So if we feel burdened, if we feel like there's a lot on our plate, which there always is if we're a parent, and we need help to be able to do everything on our plate, then this step cannot be missed. We must prioritize this above all. And there's a quote that I absolutely love, and I think applies in many instances, but certainly does for parents. It's not a quote, a scripture. It's in Matthew chapter 11, and it's the Savior speaking. He says, in verse 28, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So he's telling us to come unto him, and he will give us rest. All that labor and are heavy laden, that certainly describes parents. And he says he will give us rest. Take his yoke upon us. And so all those things he's saying, come unto me, take my yoke upon you. And the first thing he gives of actual guidance of what we can do with our own actions is he says, learn of me. Now it's interesting, why would he say to learn of him? How would that help us? Well, I think the answer is pretty obvious. If we learn of him, we will soon begin to understand who he is and what he can do for us, and the power that is made available for us as parents and us as individuals and spouses, that he is the answer. He is the one that can lighten our load and help us through the trials of life. It is his power that enables us to be able to move forward and to achieve what he wants us to achieve and what we are wanting to achieve for ourselves and our families and others that we care about. So how can we tap into his power and have faith in him if we don't even know who he is and his character? We must come to know him and his character if we are ever able to receive the power and ability to truly have faith in him. And we know when we have faith in him, that is when power comes into our lives, that we are given what we need to be able to accomplish all that is available. So you cannot have faith in someone you do not know and that you don't know their character of. So take some time every single morning, in the middle of the day, at night. You cannot skip this. You must be praying. You must be reading your scriptures, studying and listening to the words of modern day prophets from conference. We must be filling our spirit with his words, whether they are modern day or of ancient times in the scriptures. We must be learning of him, and as we do so, we truly will be able to guide the spiritually weak, because we ourselves will be strong and we'll be able to know what to say to our children. I cannot say how many times counsel has come for me from what I read in the scriptures that same day or a couple days before, and I would not be able to give that counsel had I not done that. So please take time to think about your own scripture study and what you can do to improve it. And then set a goal of when you will do it every single day. You must set a routine. If you just say, okay, I'm going to do it, it's not going to happen. It either has to be in the early morning or sometime during your lunch break or right when you get home from work or before you go to bed. You have to set a time and make it happen every single day. Do not let anything push that out.
We're your family. Duh.